It is my honor and great pleasure to introduce all of you to the man behind the melodies, the father of this inspirational evening, my dad, Jules Jacobs.
Don't do this to me, please. I'm not going to make it through the night. But my daughter, her story reminded me of which is not on this paper. When I was like 4 years old, I lived in an apartment house in the Bronx, and when you walked in the hallway, I lived on the second floor. It was very scary. So I began to sing, and people opened their doors and started giving me money. So I excuse me, my nose is running. So I went out to the backyard, and I started singing, and they were wrapping money in tissue paper and throwing it down. I only did that once, But singing in the hallway actually helped me get up to the second floor because it was very scary to me. Well, anyway, I feel there's a tremendous amount of love in this room right now, and I have nothing but gratitude and humility to all of you that made this wonderful day possible. But I would be remiss if I didn't give special thanks and love to the one person who gave birth to this happening and worked very hard to make it real, and that's my daughter, Karen. By the way, this is just off the audience, and my first director, who ever directed me in a play, is here tonight. This is the biggest crowd I ever performed in. So. But anyway, it all started with a simple request, because I asked Karen if she could find a lyricist for the hundreds of melodies I had written over the years while taking piano lessons. And what was the result? She ended up finding 25 lyricists, the most any melody composer ever had. I know there are many people who wrote words for my melodies that never met me before. So in order for you to get to know me a little better, here's a short synopsis of my life. I had a troubled childhood. I quit high school. I joined the Army. I came out. I managed to get a high school diploma, graduated college, became an elementary school teacher, and loved every 30 years of every moment of it. During the late 50s and 60s, I spent a lot of time demonstrating against war and for civil rights, and ended up going to Washington, D.C. when Dr. King delivered I Have a Dream. I learned a great deal about the power of nonviolence. During that time, I also developed a great love and need for the creativity within me and within all of us. I managed to perform in over 150 plays in the past 55 years. In fact, a few members of the first theater group I ever belonged to are here tonight. And that was like 55 years ago. You know. I look at the gift given to me tonight as a Lifetime Achievement Award. And the more I think of it, the more I believe that this award should be given to all people, to those who deserve our praise, and those who deserve our forgiveness, and those who deserve our prayers. I keep thinking during the final chapter of my life that I could have done more, that I could have come closer to the goal I set for myself to leave this world in a better place that I found it in. But sadly, I think the world has declined. But I still have time to change it. Finally, I start my last paragraph with a music quote that my piano teacher gave me recently. And I quote, "Without music, life would be flat." So after retiring at the age of 70, I decided to take piano lessons, something that was in the back of my mind as far as back as my Army days. And very shortly after I started piano lessons, I began to write melodies, one a week, which is incorporated into my weekly music theory lessons. And I ended up with about 500 melodies with chords during the past 14 years. And so, after prostate and colon cancer over the last 3 years, and the tremendous caring my darling wife gave me during that time, I'm standing in front of you tonight, eager to hear my melodies, complete with words and your own arrangements, and I'm happy to be alive.